Hi folks, it's time for the big reveal of what is actually in our top secret box. Stay tuned and watch this entire video for the answer to that very, very important question. The big reveal, folks, plus Perfect Blowtorch planting circles, and we are planting beetroot. Hey folks, remember this box from a few videos back? This top secret box? And we talked about what's inside? And today is going to be the big reveal. Stay tuned to our YouTube channel, and we will be discussing exactly what is in this top secret box and the benefits of what's inside for your raised bed vegetable garden. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss the big reveal. Hi folks, and welcome to the channel. GBL, the Old Church 5-acre homestead. Today, we are going to be removing some weeds from this bed right here. We're going to be aerating the soil. We're going to be attaching some of the black weed fabric on this bed. And we'll be doing the same with the bed in the distance. This one right over here as well. This will become our beetroot beds. And we are going to be doing the big reveal today of what's in this box, this top secret box. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this video from our channel. So we are in the process of removing some of the weeds that's in this bed. There's not that many. We turned over this soil probably about a month or so ago, and these few weeds have grown within that month, so not too bad at all. We're also in the process of turning over the soil, as I said, and aerating the soil, and quite a lot of worms, guys, and that's absolutely wonderful and great. And you might recall that James and I went hunting for worms back in May. And check that video out. It's up on our YouTube channel. You won't want to miss that one. That's a great, great video, worm hunting. And there's lots of funny jokes, and you'll enjoy that video for sure. Go check that out. A huge welcome here, folks, to our latest YouTube video, The Worm Whisperer. The benefits, the value, the importance of having worms in your soil. Now, where's that top secret box gone? It was right in the middle of the bed a while ago. Did somebody come and take it? What happened to it? See if I can find it. There's our herb bed. There's our celery and our onion growing amongst the celery. And there's a special reason for that as well. And we'll talk about that in our companion gardening video that's coming very, very soon. Oh, I think I just got a glimpse of that top secret box. There it is. We're going to do the big reveal today, folks. So make sure you stay tuned and you watch as we unveil what's inside this box. So the first of our two beet beds have been aerated, and all the weeds have been picked out. I put in a bucket to be discarded, and we'll be working on beet bed number 2 in a few seconds. Again, not much weeds because we weeded these beds about a month ago. So we're just going to remove the few weeds that is there and get these two beds ready for planting. And we will be planting our beetroot in both of these beds. And here's that top secret box again. We will be revealing what's inside this box very, very shortly. And here's a clue. What's inside this box we will be using as an amendment in our two beet beds. Now, that may sound like a very interesting clue for you. What could possibly be in that box that could be used as an amendment? As an amendment for our beetroot beds. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm standing now in front of the second bed, and we have this one nearly completed. We have most of the weeds removed and most of the soil here aerated, except for this little corner right here. And I'm going to get to that in a few seconds. We didn't get too many weeds, and there's a couple of little bigger rocks too that we removed from the soil. So that's all good, and we'll take that and we'll chuck that all out. I want to give you another clue on that top secret box, so come with me. Here's another peek, another look at that top secret box, and I'm going to give you another clue as to what is inside. And for that, you'll have to join me in our garage. So, I'm standing in my garage now, next to our old Enterprise cook range. And if you watched our video from yesterday, from Canada Day, we fired this stove up yesterday and we cooked a gorgeous meal of pan-fried cod. We roasted some caitlin here in the oven. We had some lobsters. We had a great Canada Day celebration, and we also celebrated our 1,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel. So we had a party here yesterday. We still have some of the things still up around. There's the Canada Day beach ball that we had at our party. Here's our table, it's still there. Our flags are still up here in the garage. Our Canada flags, our Newfoundland flag, our Nova Scotia flag is there as well. The second clue has to do with this stove. Now, what could possibly be in that top secret box that has to do with this stove? Again, folks, you are going to have to stay tuned, and we will be doing the reveal very, very soon. So here are the 2 beetroot beds, all aerated, weeds removed, all nice and clean here now. Here's the second one, all ready for what is in the top secret box right here. The big reveal. It is time. So my buddy James showed up just in time. Sir Cool-a-Lot is here to help me reveal what's inside this top secret box. James, any idea what's in this box? No idea? Okay, let me give you a couple of clues. Okay, we're going to take what's in this box and it's going to go in this beet bed here and this other beet bed. Does that help? No? Okay, here's our second clue. It has to do with stoves. Does that clue help? No? Still not sure? Okay, why don't you use the utility knife? Now be very, very careful. And I want you to cut the tape on the side of the box, on the side of the cover. Be very careful. Watch your fingers, just cut across. Okay, come over to the other one on this side. Be careful. Cutting toward yourself, quite dangerous. Okay, don't lift yet, cut that one. Now, okay, you don't need to cut the other side. You just need to flip the lid. Take your time. Here we go. Push the cover all the way back. What is this stuff? What is this stuff inside this box, James?
Oh, yeah.
Any idea? What is it?
Yeah, it's the thing that goes in the cracker. I recognize these rocks.
These rocks? It's not rocks. There's no rocks there.
Stones?
No stones, no. Those are little pieces of wood. They're called wood charcoals. But the gray stuff, what is that?
The gray stuff?
Yeah, the little powdery gray stuff.
Sand?
No, it's not sand.
Dirt?
The little gray stuff is called potash or soot, or from the wood that we burn in our stove. In the stove that we burn in the garage here, like we did last night, and also the stove that we have down at Tuckamore in the old church. All right, so Puppy's going to take this ashes, this potash, and we're going to put it in the soil in our beet gardens. Beets love potash. They love this kind of stuff. It helps them grow. It is a great amendment for beetroot, and they love it, James. So Papa's going to sift it a little bit first, take out most of the big chunks of wood that's there, and just leave the powdery soot or ash behind. And I'm going to put that in amongst the soil very, very soon. There you go. The big reveal. Potash from our stove. Okay, so the next step we have to do now is to lift up this box from the ground, and I'm going to just pour the contents of the box in this wheelbarrow here. That will make it easier for me to take out all of the big chunks of wood and leave the ashes behind. Now, there could also be a few nails among it, because some of the wood that we burn might have had a few nails. So I'm going to have to pick through that and make sure that the nails are all removed. It's a bit sooty. Okay. Now, so we'll take out some of the big chunks from this, James, like these big chunks right here, and we'll just put them in that bucket there.
Okay.
And we'll keep what looking. There's a few nails, not very many. I got a couple there, another one there. Okay. Just take out a few of the nails. We don't want the nails in our vegetable garden, do we?
They don't want.
No. So we'll just be very careful. Take out these big chunks of wood.
Down there's some nails right down there.
You see a nail?
Yep. A nail right down
Right there?
Right there.
Okay.
And then
Okay, so here's the ashes that we're going to be putting into our beetroot bed very, very soon. I'm just going to pick through it a little bit more, take out a few more chunks of the wood, and make sure that all the nails are removed. And then we're going to put it in the beetroot beds very, very soon. All right, last night, you recall, we had our Canada Day party and our 1,000 subscriber appreciation party, and we had this old Enterprise stove lit. Well, in the bottom of this now, there's some ashes that we're going to add to the ashes that we were collecting all winter for our beetroot beds. So let's just have a quick look inside this old Enterprise stove now and see if there's a bit of ashes there that we can add. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit there. So I'm just gonna dump this in my wheelbarrow. There you go. And I'll check that now for a few nails. So we'll go through that and we'll add that to the remainder of the potash that we got out in the garden. Wood ashes as an amendment for soil is great for soils that are acidic, like the soil that's here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Wood ashes also contain potassium, phosphorus, and magnesium, and therefore is an excellent natural fertilizer. Okay, we're all ready now to amend this beetroot bed with the potash, the stove ashes from our stove. Gone through it, took out the nails and some of the big cold pieces of wood. And we're just going to sprinkle it across the bed there now, just like a very flat, even layer of the stove ashes. And then we're going to use our rake and blend it in with the soil that's in the bed. And we'll half it up. We'll put half of it in this bed, beetroot bed, and we'll put the other half of the ashes in this other beetroot bed. Wood ashes, folks, contain a lot of potassium, hence the term potash, and is a great natural amendment to add to your garden beds. It's great for growing many fruits and vegetables. Now, by shaking it a thin layer as well, if we see a nail or a screw, we can easily pick it up and take it off the bed. Okay, just a thin layer, folks, is all you need of these stove ashes. This stuff is also good for several other root crops as well, not just beets, of course. This is good for turnip. It's good for carrot. Okay, a thin layer of potash. Okay, just saw a big nail go down there then, folks. So I'm going to grab that in a second. It'd be great if I had a magnet, eh? Because if I had a magnet, I'd be able to go around there now and pick up any nails that's there. Okay, I'm just going to just have a good close look at that now before I put on another layer. And if there's any screws or nails, I will remove them. All right, so folks, I got into it with my hands the only way. Get your hands in the dirt. And I went through the ashes, the stove ashes from our stoves, and found a few nails and a few screws. So I had them all removed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my rake and I'm going to gently move the ashes around inside the soil. I'm not going to make sure that it goes down too far. I don't want it too far down into the soil. Putting down about 3 or 4 inches. And then I'm going to level off these two beds, these beetroot beds. I'm going to level them off now very shortly. So just move the soil around a little bit and just get the just to get the ashes down, down 3 or 4 inches down into the soil, just like that. Move it around and do that with the entire bed. Get the ashes down, not too far, as I said. And I'll gently do this now with both beds, and then I'll level them off. Okay, I got the ashes all mixed in now with the soil, and I'm just going to use the flat hand of my rake here now and just go over the top of the bed and just press it down ever so gently, not very much, just ever so gently as I said, and go back and forth and do the entire bed like that. Nothing to it. Like I said, take your time, work your way down and across the bed. And just press it down, as I said, ever so gently. Okay, now the next step for these beet beds is to add the black fabric on top of this soil and then make our circles for our beet seed. Okay, so I have my piece of black weed fabric cut the size, 4 feet by 8 feet, and I just need to get some strips here now and set up my brad nailer, and we're going to attach the strips around this bed that will keep the black weed fabric in place, the same as we did with our cabbage bed up there. So I'm in the process now of attaching the black weed fabric, and I'm securing the oak strips with my brad nailer and some 2-inch brad nails, and it's going on pretty easy, I must say. I got to get a short piece for the back here now, about 4 feet, and another piece for up here in front, and then this bed will be ready for the blowtorch circles. Okay, first one all done, weed fabric and frame all secured. Let's get at that second one over there now. Okay, both beetroot beds are completed here now with the black weed fabric and the oak framing, and we're getting ready now to make the perfect circles with the blowtorch and the mason jar rings. Just watch this, folks. It's a cool little hack. Okay, so we're using the mason jar ring here now to make these perfect blowtorch holes for our beet bed, and it's going just as planned, folks. A perfect job. Perfect circles every single time. Okay, folks, we have all the holes made here now in this first bed with the mason jar metal cover, metal ring, and the blowtorch, and we are working on root beet number 2 here. Now Devin is here making the holes using the ring and the blowtorch, and it's working out, as I say, a very good hack for making these perfect circles for our beet seeds that we're going to put in these holes. We're going to drop 2 beet seeds in each hole very soon, and hopefully at least one of them will grow anyway, and if both grow, well, then one will become the sacrificial beet plant, and we'll choose the strongest one to survive. And the very last one in this beetroot bed, folks. The perfect circles every single time with a mason jar ring and a blowtorch. Great job. What do you think, Devin? Yeah, I think so, eh? Now, we just got to get the seeds now. We got 2 kinds of beets that we're going to plant. We have the long cylinder ones and the round ones. I'm going to go get those seeds now. We're going to size up how many seeds we got, and let's see what happens. While Devin and I plant 2 beet seeds in each of the holes, Miss Betty is our camera person and doing quite a great job, I must say. Perhaps we will get her on the other side of the camera very soon, doing another cameo appearance, or perhaps even a longer appearance. Planting beetroot seeds in our raised vegetable garden, folks. Okay, so we are planting these beets in this bed right here, these cylinder shaped. They're called cylindra beets, and we're planting these in this bed right here. Every second row, we are planting these beets, and in between, we are going to companion plant some pelleted carrot seeds, the Borellos. We have a few left over. We companion planted these already in our corn bed, and in with our onions and in with our celery. But we're going to plant them now in our beet bed as well, in this bed right here. Okay, so here in this second beet bed now, we've planted these beets right here. They're the round globe-shaped ones. They're called Hurley Wonder. And we've also companion planted some more of the pelleted carrot seeds. These are called Neptune. And they're planted in this bed right here. One roll of beets and then one roll of carrots. Beets and carrots planted today. So folks, it has been about 2 weeks now since we started these beetroot beds, and we've planted our seeds, 2 seeds per hole, and of course we companion planted between the beets with some carrots. And as you can see, in just 2 weeks, the beetroot seeds have germinated, and many have already come up through the soil in these little circles that we made with the blowtorch. Remember the blowtorch and the mason jar rings we used to make these perfect circles? Like I said, most of the beetroot seeds have germinated and are up through the soil. And we are going to thin these out. We're going to wait a little while longer and try to determine which of the 2 plants are the healthiest. They all look pretty good, actually. There's 3 in this one. Most of them have 2. Okay. Another one there with 3. So like I said, most of the beetroot seeds have germinated in this bed and in the other bed as well. One there, we got 4 in this one. In this bed as well. Beetroot seeds have all germinated in this soil that was amended with potash or ashes from our wood stoves that we collected all year. And then when we were aerating and turning over the soil in these 2 beetroot beds, we amended it with the potash from our top secret box. Here's another peek. Another look at that top secret box. Careful, cutting toward yourself, quite dangerous. Okay, don't lift yet, cut that one. Now, okay, you don't need to cut the other side, you just need to flip the lid. Take your time. Get on. Here we go. Push the cover all the way back. What is this stuff inside this box, James?
Oh yeah.
Okay, both beetroot beds are completed here now with the black weed fabric and the oak framing. Okay, so we're using the mason jar ring here now to make these perfect blowtorch holes for our beet bed, and it's going just as planned, folks. A perfect job. Perfect circles every single time. Our son Devin and I planting 2 beet seeds in each hole, ladies and gentlemen. And now, would you take a look at this in just 2 short weeks, folks? Look at those beet seeds germinating. They have come up through the soil in these perfect circles, these perfect blowtorch rings that Devin and I made using a blowtorch and a mason jar ring. And now, folks, as this video comes to a conclusion, I want to say a big thank you to you for always tuning in to our YouTube channel and for watching our videos. Betty and I thank you so very much for that. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, GBL, The Old Church, 5 Acre Homestead. And of course, please like and share our videos. Thanks again.